A list of musical instrument collections and museums. Chapter 1. Websites of museum-type music places. International Council of Museums. Icom.museum. International Directory of Musical Instrument Collections. cimcim.mini.icom.museum. Collections of Musical Instruments. Michigan. music.umich.edu/research/stearns_collection/index.htm, Stearns Collection of Musical Instruments. Ashburnham, Massachusetts, USA. frederickcollection.org, Frederick Collection of Historic Pianos. Antwerp, Belgium. museumvelichus.be/mgn.net, Museum Velicius. Athens, Greece, athensmuseums.net/museum.php?id =6 $lang=n, Museum of Popular Instruments, Research Center for Ethnomusicology. Basel, Switzerland. Musikmuseum.ch, Musikmuseum, Historisches Museum Basel. Bloomington, Indiana, USA. mathersmuseum.indiana.edu/index.html, Mathers Museum of World Cultures. Boston, Massachusetts, USA. mfa.org/collections/musical-instruments, Museum of Fine Arts. Brussels, Belgium. mim.be/n, Museum of Musical Instruments. Budapest, Hungary. fsc.bme.hu/hungary/budapest/bpmus/bpmus23.htm. Budapest Music History Museum. listmuseum.hu, List Frank Memorial Museum. Carlsbad, California. museumofmakingmusic.org, Museum of Making Music. Cedar Falls, Iowa, USA. cedarnet.org/cfband/museum.html, The Iowa Band Museum. Cleveland, Ohio, USA. rockhall.com, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Copenhagen, Denmark. natmuse.dk/musikmuseet, Musikmuseet. Cremona, Italy. museodelviolino.org/n, Museo del Violino. Edinburgh, Scotland. stcecilius.ed.ac.uk, Musical Instrument Museums, Edinburgh and St Cecilia's Hall. Friuli, Italy. orpheon.org/old/satan/abra/vazquezcall.htm, Castello di Duino, Vazquez Collection. Ghent, Belgium. logosfoundation.org/logoscollecti/catalogus, The Logos Foundation. Greenville, South Carolina. carolinamusicmuseum.org, The Carolina Music Museum. The Hague, the Netherlands. gemientmuseum.nl/n, Gemeente Museum. Hamamatsu, Japan. gakkihaku.jp/n, Hamamatsu Museum of Musical Instruments. Kent, England. finchcox.co.uk, Finchcox Museum of Music. Kremsmünster, Austria. schloss-kremsegg.at/en/Schloss Brass Instrument Collection, Schloss Kremsieg Castle. La Couture Bouzy, Mary, France. lacouturebouzy.com, Musée des Instruments Vent. Leipzig, Germany. uni-le-ipzig.de/en/university/structure/museums-of-musical-instruments, Musikinstrumenten University Leipzig. London, England. hornieman.ac.uk, the Horniman Museum. rcm.ac.uk/museum, Royal College of Music. ram.ac.uk/museum, Royal Academy of Music. vam.ac.uk/content/articles/m/musical-instruments, Victoria and Albert Museum. Los Angeles, California, USA. schoolofmusic.ukla.edu/resources/world-music-instrument-collection, the UCLA Department of Ethnomusicology. Manchester, England. rncm.ac.uk/research/resources/collection, Royal Northern College of Music Collection of Historic Musical Instruments. Markneukirchen, Germany. sachs-museum-of-musical-instruments-museum-of-musical-instruments-museum-of-musical-instrument-museum of Musical Instruments. Moscow, Russia. SAATCH-GLLERY.co.uk/museum/museum-museum-state+sign state+sign central+sign musical+sign of+sign musical+sign culture/702.html, Glinka State Museum of Musical Culture. Munich, Germany. DEUTSCHES-museum.de/e_index.htm, Deutsches Museum. Nashville, Tennessee. countrymusichall-of-fame.org, Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum. New Haven, Connecticut, USA. collection.yale.edu, Yale University Collection of Musical Instruments. New York, New York, USA. metmuseum.org/about-the-met/collection-areas/musical-instruments, the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. AmericanBanjoMuseum.com/about-abm, the American Banjo Museum. Owensboro, Kentucky. Bluegrasshall.org, Bluegrass Hall of Fame and Museum. Oxford, England. bate.ox.ac.uk, The Bate Collection, University of Oxford. prm.ox.ac.uk, Pitt Rivers Museum, University of Oxford. ashmolean.org/musical-instruments, Ashmolean Museum. Paris, France. Philharmonie de Paris.fr/en/musée-de-la-musique, Musée de la Musique, Site de la Musique. Poughkeepsie, New York, USA. musiclibrary.vassar.edu/treasureroom.html, Vassar College Collection. St. Louis, Missouri, World Music Instrument Collection. wmike.net. St. Paul, Minnesota, USA. Schubert.org/museum, Museum of Musical Instruments, the Schubert Club. St. Petersburg, Russia. express-to-russia.com/guide/Petersburg-museum_of_theater.html, the St. Petersburg State Museum of Theater and Music. Seattle, Washington, USA. mopop.org, Museum of Pop Culture, MOPOP. Sherman Oaks, California, USA. minormusic.com, Minor Museum of Vintage, Exotic, and Just Plain Unusual Instruments. Springfield, Massachusetts, USA. neillens.com/brass.htm, Brass Players Museum. Stockholm, Sweden. SCENKONST-museet.se/samlinger/instrument/?lang=musique Stockholm. New York Dalcall.se, The Nidal Collection. Tainan, Taiwan. ChaiMaiMuseum.org, Chaimai Museum. Tilburg, the Netherlands. SaxophoneMuseum.online, Saxophone Museum Online, the Andreas van Zoelen Collection. Tokyo, Japan. kunitachi.ac.jp/en/organization/museum.html, collection for organology, Kunitachi College of Music. Trondheim, Norway. ringve.com, Ringv Museum. Turku, Finland. web.abo.fi/fak/hf/music/eng/museum, the Sibelius Museum. Vermilion, South Dakota, USA. nmmusd.org, National Music Museum, the University of South Dakota. Vienna, Austria. khm.at, Sammlung alter Musikinstrument, Kunsthistorisches Museum. Washington, D.C., USA. lcweb.loc.gov/rr/perform/guide/instu.html, Library of Congress Collections of Musical Instruments. memory.loc.gov/mm/dcmhtml/dmhome.html, Dayton C. Miller Flute Collection, Library of Congress. americanhistory.si.edu/collections/subjects/music-musical-instruments, National Museum of American History, Smithsonian Institution. Wuhan, China. en.hubei.gov.cn, Hubei Provincial Museum.